This year, we got a glimpse at a possible future. A brand new ruler for North Korea, Kim Yo-jong. She's the sister of current leader Kim Jong-un. But will she be better or more frightening than the current supreme leader? With the world's media and public desperate to know more about the elusive Kim, we're going to examine her history, recent events that have led to the interest, and the controversies she's been linked to in the past, many of which make her a terrifying prospect for ruling a country. On top of this, we'll look at various financial transactions Yo-jong has been involved with. So, let's get started. When North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, went missing recently, there were whispers about his demise. Yet Kim Yo-jong stepped into the spotlight during his absence. With that, she became the favorite to take over the leadership of the country after Jong-un. However, while some believe this is a positive step to move away from the brutal regime imposed by her brother and father, some believe the totalitarian establishment could get a lot more intense with her in charge. Without knowing too much of her past, some sections of social media became overly excited about Yo-jong potentially taking over, often comparing Yo-jong to various anime characters. Yet there is a big problem. North Korea is said to favor a patriarchal society, meaning it'll be difficult for Yo-jong to get into power and become the first woman to lead the nation. Eventually, Kim Jong-un was found to be fine after his reported cardiovascular surgery. However, his number of public appearances are still significantly reduced when compared to this time last year, leading many to believe that a new leader might be coming sooner rather than later. If Yo-jong were to get into power, she'll have quite the bank account to go with her new responsibilities. Kim Jong-un has an estimated net worth of around $5 billion. Much of the money has been claimed to come from dubious means, while most of the 25 million citizens of North Korea are said to live on very little. Anyone of fame needs to have a security team on hand for protection. Well, if Yo-jong were to become supreme leader, she'll have to spend that $5 billion on a top-of-the-range security. The cost of a security team at a person's home can be as much as $1.5 million per year, according to security expert Anthony Davis. He also stated that most houses use 2 or 3 guards, which increases the yearly price to around $3 million. On top of this, when at the event, a separate security team will be required. Besides expenses, the cost is around $1,000 per day for each guard. Let's say a politician requires 3 guards. That's $3,000 a day. Well, in 2013, Kim Jong-un made 69 public appearances in April, May, and June. That would cost $207,000. But to get a rough idea on the yearly cost, we'll have to times that by 4 to reach 12 months, which gives us $828,000. That's how much it might cost Kim Yo-jong if or when she becomes supreme leader. Yo-jong's recent temporary rise to prominence isn't the first time she's covered for her brother. In 2014, while Jong-un was receiving medical treatment, Yo-jong allegedly took over some of the state duties. The exact nature of the medical treatment of Jong-un is unknown. However, it's speculated he was having a treatment for gout, further evident when he was seen next in the public eye. He was relying on a walking stick to get around. Since Jong-un took power in 2011, Yo-jong has been slowly rising through the ranks of power. Now she's seen as the second most important figure in North Korea, with her rival for that position being Cho Ryung-hae, Yo-jong's father-in-law. Yo-jong has the closest relationship with Jong-un compared to all the siblings. Kim Jong-chol, the oldest living son of former leader Kim Jong-il, is said to be more into Eric Clapton and playing guitar rather than politics. Kim Sol-sung, the older sister, was also overlooked by her father in taking control of the country, mostly due to her gender, but still plays an active part in the Kim dynasty. Then there's Kim Jong-nam. He was the favorite to take over for many years. However, he tried to enter Disneyland Japan in 2001 with a fake passport and was arrested. The embarrassment caused Jong-il to exile his son. Kim Jong-un is said to have 3 children. However, due to their age, they're unlikely to grasp power from their father anytime soon. So that leaves one big candidate. Yo-jong, perhaps becoming the first woman to lead North Korea, wouldn't be the only time she's made an appearance in the record books. In 2018, the Winter Olympics were being held in South Korea. Yo Jong became the first member of the Kim family to visit the country since North Korea was formed. She spent 3 days meeting South Korean officials along with 4 members of the delegation and their 18 staff members. The cost of this trip was paid for by South Korean government. Food, accommodation, and transport were all covered. The bill came to a massive 240 million Korean won, which at the time was around $223,237. How did Kim Yo Jong find her way to the top? Well, let's get back to the start. Kim Yo Jong is the youngest child of Kim Jong-il. She was born on September 26th. As for the year, there's 2 conflicting dates. The U.S. Treasury believes it to be 1989, while South Korea states it's 1987, making her either 30 or 32 years old at the time of this video's creation. Just like her brothers before, Yo Jong also went to school in Switzerland. This time abroad helped strengthen her bond with Jong-un. They started with the International School of Bern. Later, it's reported the siblings were moved by their father to Leibfeldsteinshöhle, a public school nearby. The reason for the change was apparently in order to reduce expenditures for Kim Jong-il. Well, considering the cost to enroll at the International School of Bern, it's understandable. It can be as much as $39,000 per year. After school in Europe, Yo Jong decided to get a degree in North Korea, so she attended the Kim Il-sung University in Pyongyang, North Korea, which is named after her grandfather and founder of North Korea. Yo Jong specialized in computer science. In 2017, a group of Chinese students were interviewed on their experience of studying in North Korea. One stated that the cost per term was around $7,000. However, getting broadband was very pricey. An initial fee of over $200 was required. The bill per month was more than $100. Another student, Alex Sigley, documented his experience at the university's dormitory in 2018. He stated that a good haircut would cost around $3. Food from the on-site restaurant was between $1 to $5 depending on the dish, while the gym in the building cost $1.50 per use. Kim Yo Jong's rise to power started in 2007. There, she was appointed as a junior cadre in the ruling Workers' Party of North Korea. When her brother came to power, Yo Jong's career progressed further. She was put in charge of her brother's tours by the National Defense Commission. Yo Jong started out his schedule, security, and other various needs on the trips. In 2014, after stepping in for her brother during his absence, Yo Jong was appointed First Director Deputy of the Propaganda and Agitation Department. This department's mission is to aid the aura surrounding Kim Jong-un. They do this by creating propaganda, as well as creating the cult of personality of Jong-un. In 2017, Yo Jong was promoted into Politburo, which stands for the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea. This group is the highest decision-making power in the country. Essentially, Yo Jong was in the inner circle. In 2019, Yo Jong was elected as a member of the Supreme People's Assembly. For those that believe Yo Jong would be more brutal than Jong-un, the past few months has stirred up a couple of big red flags. Recently, North Korea accused South Korea of allowing activists to send over leaflets that criticize Kim Jong-un's reign, even sending them via balloons. This has been a problem for North Korea for years, but now it hit the boiling point. These activists often contained people that had defected from the North. With that, Yo Jong threatened their neighbors. Yo Jong heavily criticized South Korean President Moon Jae-lee by calling him, quote, insane, unquote. The North Korean military were then deployed and began target practice in the demilitarized zone between the countries. Yo Jong also threatened to destroy an inter-Korean liaison office in Kaesong, North Korea. She stated South Korea will see, quote, a tragic scene of the useless North-South Joint Liaison Office completely collapsed, unquote. A few days later, that building was actually blown up in June 2020. The 4-story office was first created in 2018, all in order to keep lines of communication open between North and South Korea. Due to recent world events, the workers weren't at the office since January. As such, no one was harmed in the destruction. When creating this joint venture, South Korea reportedly spent around $8 million to refurbish the building to turn it into a liaison office. Due to this action, a South Korea lawyer, Lee Kyung-jae, is suing Kim Yo Jong and the chief of the General Staff of the Korean People's Army, Pak Jong-chong. Lee believes there is strong evidence that the two created the plan to destroy the building, a building that South Korea financed, as well as providing electricity to the building from across the border. In South Korea law, a person found guilty of destruction of a public building could get a prison sentence between 7 to 10 years. In this case, the punishment will be a prison sentence rather than a financial penalty. However, there was a similar case in the U.S. that we can use for an idea of how much it would cost if the punishment was money. For decades, the former factory known as the Five Points Complex in New York was a place for graffiti artists to express themselves. In 2014, even after numerous attempts to halt it, the building was destroyed. With that, 21 artists came together to sue the owner. In 2018, the artist won the case and received $6.7 million in damages. Have you ever wondered how the Kim dynasty has managed to be surrounded by luxury items when the country's citizens are struggling? Well, there's a reason for that. Over the years, there has been a number of accusations that a secretive group operates in North Korea known as Office 39. This group was first created in 1974 by Kim Jong-il. Office 39 helps to find ways around the UN sanctions on luxury goods, such goods as expensive cars, alcohol, and much more. Well, Yo Jong has been linked to a position in the shady organization. Her husband, Cho Song, is also heavily linked to the group. At one point, Office 39 attempted to bring in 2 Italian luxury yachts into the country through China. They were valued at $15 million altogether. However, it failed. The group has been accused of various other crimes, including counterfeiting, substance smuggling, selling arms, and so on. There are some accusations that Kim Jong-un is making millions from this venture. If his sister, Yo Jong, is also involved, she'll also be making a lot of money. And that's it. Which politician should we examine next? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. All of those actions really help us out. Finally, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.